2016 Aston Martin DB9 GT 6.0-litre V12 engine. First drive, the Aston Martin DB9 GT, 2015 to 2016. The Aston Martin DB9 is a bit of an enigma. Introduced in 2003, the Henrik Fisker Design 2+2 was rightly heralded as a triumph for the esoteric British sports car brand, boasting a solid, aluminum-intensive structure, a glorious, high-revving V12, and those drool-worthy looks. That form language has since been applied to the two-seat V8/V12 Vantage, scaled up for the Rapide sedan, and used on the faster and pricier Rage and Vanquish models. Now, after a dozen years of subtle but constant refinement, the DB9 finally is approaching the end of its run, with its replacement, the DB11, arriving by the end of 2016. But Aston is not letting the DB9 go gentle into that good night. Henceforth, the car will be sold in DB9 GT form only, boasting a V12 with 30 more horsepower than before, for a total of 540, effectively splitting the difference between the outgoing DB9 and the 568 horsepower Vanquish. The result of this and a few interior refinements makes this perhaps the most charming undesirable DB9 yet. Here's looking at you. Honestly, regardless of how much power resided under its long hood, this car wouldn't have lasted this long if it weren't so damn pretty, and the GT's nominal exterior changes, new 20-inch wheels, standard carbon fiber accents, and GT badging, leave the DB9's enduring beauty unmarred. Last updated for 2013, the design is as lovely as ever, still able to elicit slack-jawed, pic-snapping reactions from fellow motorists and passers-by. Perhaps more than any car on sale today, the Aston Martin DB9 GT is ageless. The interior remains the same decadent and lovingly crafted, although space-challenged, environment it's always been, only now it has vastly improved dashboard switchgear courtesy of the Vanquish. Banks of capacitive touch buttons and gorgeous knurled knobs replace the DB9's slapdash pieces, and a new infotainment system is worlds more intelligent than before. Numerous other touches dress up the space, including a standard micro-suede steering wheel rim, on the coupe, at least, a padded headliner, and, of course, yards of hand-stitched leather. If Aston's intention was to create an interior environment that looks as special and expensive as the outside, well, mission accomplished. There remain a few gnats in the clotted cream, however. Some folks might recognize the window and mirror switchgear, as well as the air vents, from lesser brands that once were part of Aston Martin's corporate family when it was a part of the Ford Motor Company prior to being sold off in 2007. The navigation screen is too small by today's standards and can't quite bring itself to stand up straight, but rather faces slightly downward. While Aston has perfected the seats in front, the +2 rear seats remain unfit for most humans, although they make lavish shelves for briefcases, purses, and petite canines, and the cup holders can grasp nothing girthier than a Starbucks tall. And we can't fathom that after all these years Aston has never set a junior designer to the task of redesigning the unsightly steering wheel hub. Emotional rescue. Most if not all of the Aston's shortcomings fade to irrelevance, however, the instant one depresses the glass-capped key fob, emotion control unit into the illuminated ignition slot. Fitted with a new exhaust system and tweaked slightly to deliver the extra ponies, the 5,935cc V12 engine roars to life with a lusty snarl before settling into a calm, confident burble. Unfortunately, the DB9 does not get the Vanquish's sweet ZF 8-speed automatic transaxle, and we found its Tuctronic 2 6-speed automatic a bit flat-footed when left in drive. To arouse the GT, and indeed, anyone inside it, simply press the Sport button located on the console, at which point a raucous driving character far closer to that of the more extreme Vanquish emerges. Throttle response is sharpened, upshifts happen higher in the rev range, and the V12's hearty low and mid-range torque is served as if on a proverbial platter. Keep that right foot buried and you're likely to emerge with the seat's stitch marks firmly embossed on your backside. All the while, the V12 sings a hymn ranging from inspiring to inebriating in direct correlation with the rev counter.
Thank you for watching this video.